It's been an exciting week for writers on Substack. First, Substack introduced a new chat feature called Substack Chat, and then they introduced to the community mentions and cross-posts. In their official announcement, Substack said, these new features represent a further investment in that writer-centered philosophy. For this writer-centered philosophy, so many writers love Substack. Here's what you need right now about Substack's new features. Mentions are a useful feature across numerous social media platforms, including Medium, where, for instance, I mentioned a fellow Medium writer. To mention another Substack writer in a post, type the @ symbol and then search for the name or username of the person you want to mention. Here's an example. Let me search for Nicole. She's a fellow writer from Medium and owns the publication Millennial Moms on Substack. And what I love about this new mention feature is that I can either mention the publication or the writer. What are the benefits of Substack's new mention feature? Writers now can link to other writers or publications. They can promote their work and support them. I love to mention others and to help them grow. So for me, this tool is simply perfect. Plus, when you recommend a publication, for instance, Millennial Moms, then your subscribers can subscribe to the publication right from the post without searching for the publication in the Substack network. And any mentioned writer will see a notification in their dashboard in the activity tab when the post was published. And this is the activity tab in the Substack dashboard, so you'll see a notification here. Let's talk about cross postings now. If you like a Substack post and you want to recommend it to your audience because you think that this article could add value to the lives of your audience, then you can do this with cross posts. I'm a big fan of the Side Hustle Club on Substack from a fellow writer called Marks from Medium. And he was so kind to mention one of my stories in his newsletter. You can see it here. This is my story that 40% of Americans have a side hustle. And I really like this whole story and all the articles he recommended. So what I can do now is I can click on cross post to cross post this article. You go on cross post and then you can see now I can say why this post is worth reading and give some context information. As you know, I love to make money on the side. Check out this post from Side Hustle Club, also on medium.com for more. My article about the boom of side hustling got featured too. Anyway, enjoy the post. Now I can click on continue. And now I can say I want to post this to Christina's newsletter and send this to everyone. Now I can send an email to all of my subscribers and the owner of Side Hustle Club will be informed about this. And there it is already. 3 ways freelancers can save time with my endorsement and my recommendation for this newsletter. And now people can read immediately this newsletter from my friend from Medium. What I love about the new cross-post feature on Substack is that you can show your endorsement and that you can support other writers and you can collaborate. You can take another writer's valuable content and share it with your audience. This way, you can show your audience that you know exactly what they like and what they are interested in. My audience is interested in making money on the site. So I knew that this newsletter would be interesting for them. I gave them more context information on why I love this newsletter. And also, once you've cross-posted a story from another writer, it's more likely that this writer will also show his endorsement and also help you to grow on Substack. In their official statement, they show how important word of mouth is and that it is a big part of Substack's success. We've seen great results from features that give writers the ability to supercharge growth for other writers on the platform, including recommendations and blurbs. Today, more than 40% of all free subscriptions and 12% of paid subscriptions are driven by the Substack network. Let me give you an example from my own newsletter, which I've launched a few weeks ago. So here you can go on recommendations, and on recommendations I can see that my publication got endorsed by 6 publications. 6 publications recommended my Substack newsletter, and I got 5 subscribers from their recommendations. As a creator, building your own subscriber community is very powerful. This way, you can connect more deeply with your audience. That's why more and more content creators own their own exclusive communities. Popular platforms are Slack, Telegram, or Discord. Now, there is a new option. Substack also rolled out a new feature called Substack Chat. In their official announcement, Substack said about the new chat feature that it eliminates the need for writers to Frankenstein together different software tools and cross-reference subscriber lists. Right now, the Substack chat is only available in the iOS app, but will come to Android and to the desktop web soon. Since I'm an Android user, I couldn't show my Substack and how to use this chat, but I wrote a story about this in Better Marketing, one of Medium's biggest publications, how to use Substack's new chat feature with examples. And here we can scroll down, and here you already see this new chat feature, and it gives creators the possibility to post private pictures and offer, for instance, to answer questions. You can also add emojis, and readers can interact with the writers by using emojis or commenting in the chat thread, as you can see here. What's also really interesting is that writers can host chat conversations for all of their subscribers or just their paying members. And of course, Substack gives you the opportunity to turn this new feature on and off at any time. How to turn chat on for your publication. Step number 1 is you get the new Substack iOS app. Then you start your first thread. You can welcome your audience to the new space. And here is an example I gave from Leslie Stevens. She has a publication called Morning Person, and she asked for fall inspiration to welcome and engage her audience. Then step number 3 is announce the chat to your readers. For an example, Justin Cox, he is the owner of Writing Cooperative, one of Medium's biggest publications, and I'm a subscriber of his newsletter on Substack, This Week in Writing. He activated the chat feature, and then I received this email. Justin Cox just sent a message to subscribers. Read it now and join the new chat in the Substack app. As I said, unfortunately, I couldn't open it because I'm an Android user. I couldn't open it yet, but I will be able to open it soon. And once you're invited, you can see the 2 bubbles in the bottom bar, and we'll see a row for the chat inside. I'll definitely set up this new chat feature on Substack once it's ready for Android, because I love this idea of a private, more exclusive chat on a very personal level with my subscribers. I see it as a kind of hangout or live group chat, and I really love this idea. I'm thinking about sharing more personal details about my life as a mompreneur and content creator. And I really love this chat for accountability and really for community building. On October 31, Substack warned in an announcement, Twitter is changing and it's tough to predict what might be next. I see Substack chat more as a traditional app. You can't share your message publicly and share millions of people as you can do on Twitter, and Substack simply lacks the reach of Twitter. However, for all those who are frustrated about what's going on with Twitter lately, Substack is definitely an option. Substack chat can be a place for a more private networking space, such as Be Real, WhatsApp community, or Facebook fan pages. You might wonder, what do Substack latest changes? So they announced the mentions of the cross post, and they also introduced the chat feature now. What do these changes tell us about the future of Substack? For me, it definitely reflects the overall goal of Substack, that it wants to become a more personal network on the internet and a private social network. Writers can collaborate with other writers as well as with their readers. I really love this idea. Additionally, in an interview with New York Times, one of the co-founders of Substack compared Substack to tech companies such as OnlyFans or Twitch. So it's no surprise that in their official launch announcements, the company stated there's more to come in the future. These are just the early days for chat, and all of Substack's new social features, there's lots more to come. So Substack is not just email. All those new features, chat, cross posts, as well as mentions, show that Substack is much more than just email. As the New York Times said, we are past peak newsletter, and Substack shows us email newsletters is one part of our business model, but there are much more parts of it to come. For instance, I'm part of Substack Video Beta, and what's possible there is that I can record and upload videos directly in a post, which I really like.